This company had actually made it pretty far in that journey. It was about 130 people when we bought it. And it was remarkable for the lack of infrastructure from a managerial standpoint, from a, like IT system standpoint, from all those things. It had a big firefighting culture. There was, not a lot of forethought. So everywhere they were putting out fires, they were dropping embers behind them. And there was always another fire popping up. And there was the hero mentality of like, we're going to go in and solve this thing for the customer. And I thought that they would be eager to move away from that so that they would feel some sense of like, oh gosh, we don't have to be fighting fires all the time. But it turns out, and I'd had a little experience with this before in my career, people who are good firefighters in this metaphor, in this context, aren't really interested in fire prevention. They get the thrill of it. There's camaraderie in it. There's
you feel like a hero.
Yeah, you feel like a hero. And so it took us a while. We also were probably a little overconfident we overlooked some things in diligence where we kind of dismissed them. We were like, that'll be fine. We'll work that through. That we just frankly shouldn't have. And so, we learned lessons throughout that. That journey ended up taking probably longer than we thought that it would. It definitely had some bumps along the way that, we hadn't anticipated. But I honestly think it probably made us stronger. We had to put a lot more thought into like, oh, why didn't that work? And what was the assumption that we were making that we thought would work there? But believing that we could pull the culture together with just like hey guys, we want to make this better. We want this to be a better place for everybody. When there were people who had been there for 30 years and their whole reputation was built on the way they had been doing it. And that just was a lot deeper in the organization than I think we had anticipated.